Alright, so here is the start of the forelink on my 2000 Toyota Tacoma. As you can see, the truck was on some massive lift blocks. Those lift blocks added a bunch of axle wrap, which was not good, so need to get that out of there. To start, I'm going to take off the rear brake lines, take off any of the brackets, get everything out of the way to build the upper forelink truss and weld it to the axle. I'm over at my buddy's shop in Tucson, Arizona, called Zona Motorsports. Bobby at Zona specializes in pre-runners, rock crawlers, anything off-road really. Definitely required his expertise on this one. I always thought that if I were to forelink a vehicle myself, then I would probably try to leave the rear leafs on while building the forelink, and it actually worked out really well this time. So here you can see us taking measurements of center of axle to bottom of quarter panel or bottom of fender, taking measurements from the axle to a known location on the frame and just writing everything down. It's important to take measurements and have a bunch of reference points on the vehicle. So in building the forelink with the rear leafs still on, what that does is it keeps your rear axle centered and square with the truck and the frame, and it also maintains your pinion angle. Something that I didn't want to have to battle with, so this process made it really, really easy. Alright, we've made some progress. As you can see, the lower links are on, tacked into place. We're currently welding together the truss for the axle and getting the upper links built. After the upper links are built and tacked onto the frame, we can then go ahead and remove the leaf springs. Alright, so we started off by bending up some shock hoops, tacking them into place, getting all the angles figured out, and getting everything nice and level. That part took a few tries, but it's okay, we got it figured out. Next we were on to building a cross member to connect the two shock towers together, so that meant cutting some DOM tubing and notching it to fit. At this point, we could have just welded on some eyelets, bolted the coilovers on, and went about finishing up the forelink, but Bobby has a plasma table, so he had to make something fancy. I'm thankful he did, because this piece came out really nice. So here just got to get it tacked into place, and then starts the long, grueling task of welding in everything. For Bobby, of course. You don't want me to weld on this truck. I've welded a few places here and there, but I'm not a welder by trade, and he is, so here he is going to town. This just so happens to be the first time I took my truck out after doing the 4-link. As you can see, I am at King of the Hammers. The name of this trail is Turkey Claw. So this will be my first time driving the truck with the 4-link done in the rear. This is my buddy Jason from Off Road. This is his FJ that's on 40s. I was following behind him and I had just gotten there, so I was still rocking 25 PSI in all 4 of my tires. As you can see in the video, the truck looks a little bit different. I bobbed the bed about 13 inches, mounted my spare in the bed, and then painted my fenders white.
Back up and bump it.